How far did you win? Look!
Punchestown's been great to all of us, you know.
It's like Italia 90. It was up, there was lads going mad.
God, I haven't seen this video.
I haven't either.
And then the Irish national winner, Commanche Court and Ruby Walsh.
You asked Dad, he was without doubt Dad's favourite
Of all time.
Still is.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Dad never talks about
absolutely-
Comanche without getting a tear in his eye.
Yeah.
Never.
He was a great horse though, one of them lifetime horses for anybody. This was at the end of one of probably the greatest month in my life.
Yeah.
Papillon had won the English national.
See him jump the horse?
Yeah. He was a
Yeah,
great
he
horse.
was a clever little
Gone to a
horse, yeah.
standstill.
Yeah.
But Papillon had won the English national.
That's yeah.
And then he came back and won the Irish national a week or 10 days later.
Yeah.
And this was the end of the month of April, and he goes and wins the Heineken at Punchestown.
Up towards the finish, you'd have to believe it. It's another one for Ted and Ruby. Commanche Court is winning.
I mean, what a month. I mean, the English national was the race. Then the Irish national was the icing on the cake, and this was the candles on top of the cake.
What did you do that night?
I can't remember.
I don't know what we
I did
did.
a whole lot.
No. I can't remember what we did.
No, Nina.
And they're off as they begin the run.
Here's a big day for Ross O'Sullivan.
Wedger Pardy.
That's your first win at Punchestown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banks race. I got beaten him the year before. Probably should have won on him.
I don't know about that.
And I remember your instructions were wherever John Thomas goes, you be on his tail.
Look, he's hacking. Look how long he's riding. I say the fear of falling off.
Look. Oh, here's an entry fence. Go on, Ross. Off we go.
Money point has fallen, and that leaves Wedger Pardy clear as they race up now towards the finish. Wedger Pardy out clear, gonna win the opener for Ted Walsh and Michael Ryan. Ross O'Sullivan on board.
You weren't engaged at this stage, though.
No, we weren't. Far from it. Sure, this is 2008. We didn't get married in 2013. We were courting.
Were you going out with Katie then?
Yeah.
You must have been, otherwise I wouldn't have given you the right to say.
And Nina Carberry in the lead. Royal Ranger, Wedger Pardy, not to push, Paddy Star out.
That's you in front, Nina.
Yeah.
And Katie, you in third.
That's third,
On
yeah.
Wedger.
And plenty of rivalry between the two of them now. They might be friendly enough sisters and all, but when they got onto the track, they didn't give one another too much.
No,
you know what I
they
mean?
didn't,
You
no,
know?
they didn't.
I don't think they actually liked one another when they were riding.
Down to the last upside. So we both met it.
Yeah. Stick in your left hand, Nina, you eat it.
Doesn't matter, you still won.
How far did you win? Look.
Yeah.
Zest for life for Dermot Cox, beat Wedger Pardy.
I was going to be
Both
smiling
jumped well.
either way.
You're a bit of an old turncoat.
Bit of an old turncoat,
You couldn't
you know.
lose.
I was like, go on, Wedge. Oh, go on, Zest for life. I was getting it either way.
Oh, hard luck.
You know,
As they make their way towards the third flight, after these leaders is Damalisk, who's being followed.
This was a double whammy. This was a double spare.
Yeah.
So this was, Feely was meant to ride this, and then he got hurt. And then Danny Mullins was meant to ride him, and then he got hurt.
No way. Yeah.
And then I was walking through the weigh room to go in to get a cup of tea, I'd say. And Willie and David Casey were standing there. Willie said, "You riding the next?" I said, "No." And he said, "Will you ride Auntie?" I said, "Yeah, of course I will." So I just flew in. That's typical racing though, isn't it? It happens, like, yeah.
And we were walking the course previous,
Yeah.
and we were talking, weren't we?
And you said it to me, we headed off to walk the track. And you said to me, "I'm gone, Katie." And I was like, "Where are you off to?" No, I knew by the way you said it. And I said, "Yeah."
I'm gone by Saturday, I said to you, didn't I?
You said either way you're gone by Saturday, and I
Yeah.
said, "I'm gone too." I said,
You said
"I'm out."
you're going on your next
You're
winner.
on your
next winner.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to go out on a winner. I didn't think it'd be Auntie though, in a novice hurdle on the Friday in Punchestown. Very special though to ride the last winner in Punchestown. And for me, up the road.
And beating Barry on the line.
And then they burst through between horses. A spare right for Katie Walsh. Shady operator is battling back on the far side. They go past, locked together. Shady operator.
As soon as she went by the line, I knew, I said, this is it. So we jumped up quickly, ran down the stairs, into the parade ring as quick as you could get, and I knew as soon as I seen Katie's face as she walked in, she tears in her eyes, and she said, "That's it," and I said, "Brilliant." I said, absolutely magic.
For two very good rivals, two very good friends. One my little sister, one is my wife. It was the end of a huge time in my own life, but as a family, as everything, it was a magic couple of days. Like you couldn't have asked it to happen at a better time in a better place.
Inside the final 200 yards, Kim Boy from Album Photo, who's giving it everything, but Kim Boy will win it. 3 Gold Cups in 3 months for the champion trainer, Willie Mullins.
I knew when he passed the line.
I think everyone, when he did that.
We all knew then because he waved up at everybody there.
And gave
He
them all a
didn't
goodbye.
just wave to sort of like he waved as say goodbye.
Goodbye, yeah.
Were you
Great
sad?
relief. I wasn't sad. I was delighted for him. I was
sad,
delighted
Jen?
for him
I
that it
was
went
sad.
that
I
way.
was sad
I was sad.
that it wasn't going to continue. That it
I
wasn't.
was sad that the life that had been our lives for so long was over.
Yeah, I know.
I was delighted he was out in one
Yeah.
piece, and I was delighted he was out in his terms. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't sad.
Yeah.
I was sick I wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have, if I had my time back,
Seen it, yeah.
I would have been there.
It was a great day, a sad day. Sad day.
It was a sad day, yeah. Yeah,
not
it was.
not a sad day like the sad, but sad that it was the end of a great career.
It was over.
It's like Christmas being over.
Yeah, it was
You know,
like-
Christmas was great, but
was
now
a
it's
great-
St. Stephen's Day.
Yeah.
But it was a great long Christmas.
Yeah.
He deserved for it to end like that.
Yeah, I suppose to come back there and win that and go on your terms was massive.
Massive, yeah.
I think we set a bit of a trend, Nina.